Hi guys, welcome to Jay Today. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. So I went down the rabbit hole of America's fakest cop. If you've never seen him before, he's called Jeremy Dewitte, and he has his own motorcycle escort company in the Florida, where he escorts the funeral from, he says, point A to point B safely, obviously at the graveyard or wherever. And it is a huge rabbit hole to go down. He has been arrested so many times because for pretending to be a cop. This is him. This is like his outfit. This is what he wears to work. He says that he's not pretending to be a cop, but everything points to that he's pretending to be a cop. He used to be in like junior thing to get into the police force, but he was arrested then for faking a police officer before he even made it into the police force, so he never became a police officer. So he obviously wanted to be one, but he's definitely on a power trip. Some of his videos are absolutely mad. Why anyone would want him to escort the funeral, I don't know. So I put together a few clips of him escorting a funeral. So yeah, that's him on his bike. He has a siren, he has a air horn. He's racing, crossing double yellow lines, speeding down the road, getting cars on the other side of the road to pull over. Definitely on a huge power trip. You would obviously think that that's a police car, a police vehicle coming towards you, a police motorcycle, because it got flashing lights on. He says his lights are purple and orange rather than blue like the police ones. But he definitely looks like a police motorcycle.
Here a little bit. You just passed me, so go to the next one.
So there he is shutting down crossroads. That's one of his cars, by the way, as well, that looks like a police car, which is another Metro State. That's the name of his company. And he was sent a letter by the Orange County Sheriff's Office telling him that he has no authority to be speeding, no authority to be shutting down crossings, no authority to be crossing yellow lines, and basically telling him, you're not a police officer, stop acting like one. So he's had so many warnings. He's been arrested so many times. He's out on like several different bonds at the moment. How he keeps getting away with it, I don't know. He's always crying poverty as well. He's ringing his mother to bail him out, saying that he's not got the money. So he's not even actually making any money doing this. So it is just a power trip of him wanting to play police officers. And a lot of his staff are exactly the same. They have the same attitude as him. They all think that they're police officers as well, and they call each other officers, which is crazy. And that's a picture of the bike that they use. It says Metro State on the front. There's absolutely no way you wouldn't think that was a police bike if it was coming up to you with its lights flashing, a siren on, the air horn going. You would definitely think it was a police vehicle. Why he's trying to pretend it's not, why he's trying to pretend that they're not trying to look like that, I don't know. That's the car. And then they all have these badges as well on the uniforms. The uniforms look exactly like that, like a police uniform as well. He has so many mugshots as well, and he even recently made it onto the Dr. Phil show. It's a great episode to watch. He really thought that he was going to get away with it with Dr. Phil, and he did a lie detector. Dr. Phil obviously called him out and says, you're trying to look like a police officer. And he spectacularally failed the lie detector. Then he says it was because he was nervous. Obviously it wasn't. It was because he failed it. I don't know why he thought he'd get away with trying to pull the wool over Dr. Phil's eyes. Maybe he should have sent him to the ranch with his police car. But yeah, that's a great episode. If you want to watch the episode, it is available online as well. Some of the arguments that he has with people driving as well are absolutely legendary. He really gets really into the role. Oh, some of them are so funny. I'll play a few now. Hang on.
What does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it out before you start talking and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone.
Go ahead and pull your little phone out.
I'm not
do
cutting
your little
anyone
Google search and figure out what we're doing and what we legally allowed. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not interfering with you at all.
You are by running along.
You been blocking traffic.
I need you to stay to the side, sir. That's what the legal law is. Go back and look it up.
I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna call the sheriff now.
Please, 911 right now.
I'm not calling 911.
Go ahead. Call the 911 right now.
I'm not gonna call 911.
Tell them it's on video too. Let them know all this.
It's on video.
We also have your tag
Stop
number.
blocking
So
traffic.
please let me know.
Escort.
I think a lot of people in Florida now know who he is, so they know, like, to argue back with him that he's not a police officer, but there is obviously people who don't know who he is and, like, the company that he's running. So he still gets to act like a police officer. I don't know why he's still getting away with it, but it's absolutely insane, the things that he does.
What officer are you talking about?
My officers that work for me, they're certified with us. They're part of our company.
So you're state certified.
No, we're not state certified.
So who certifies you?
We have a person that comes out and certifies our medicine.
What's this person's authority?
They're actually a police motorcycle instructor that comes out and makes sure that we do our riding properly.
And so that's how they trained you?
No, sir. Again, I apologize
Because
for
you're
that.
not a certified agency.
Right.
And you tell people that you are a state agency.
Right, we're a state-approved agency. We have our state license.
No, you're not.
Well, we're not.
No, he is not. And yes, he does tell that to people. When they ask him, are you a police officer? He says we are a state agency. He never actually denies being a police officer. He just kind of avoids the question, and he'll say, no, he doesn't say no, so he just says we're a state agency. But at no point when anyone asks him does he deny ever being a police officer.
Are you a cop? Don't worry about what I am, because I'm a state agent. So what you need to do is make sure you're doing the right thing, boy.
The way he talks to people is so insane. Real World Police on YouTube have the full videos of, like, when he's doing funeral escorts. If you want to go check them out, some of them are absolutely brilliant. You'd be forgiven for thinking it was like a Mission Impossible film, the way that he goes on. Like, it's so intense, the way that he goes at these funerals. And he says he's there to make them get from point A to point B safely, and he makes it so dangerous, the way that he carries on and the way that he drives and the things that he does along the funeral escort. I have to say, if this guy's not escorting my funeral, then I'm not going. No, but seriously, I don't know why anybody hires him. He's so unprofessional.
Please don't continue. Hey, boy. Hey, piece of boy. Boy.
I love the ones that know that he's not a real police officer. He gets so annoyed.
Hey! Where the fuck are you going? Hey! 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 Pull over! Pull over! Hey! Pull your fucking car over! Pull over! Get out of the way! Move your Get your fucking car out of the way now!
I don't know what you
I don't give a fuck what you don't understand! Pull forward now! Pull forward now!
That was insane. Like, if someone came up to the side of me, like on his vehicle, I would shit myself and really think it was the police. And then you obviously say it's Metro State and realise it's him. But he really does look like a police officer, and he is intimidating. That poor guy didn't know what to do. And he still denies that he's ever pulled anyone over. On the Dr. Phil show, he said he didn't.
badge heavy? Where have I pulled over where have I pulled over some car on the side of the road, or some lady and asked her for a driver's license? Where have I done that?
He's doing it all the time. And by the way, the body cam that he has on, the police actually arrested him and took the footage off of him. And then he was arrested again after they watched the footage because of something that they saw on it. Obviously, him doing shit like that. He's also a registered sex offender, something to do with statutory rape, something like that. When he still says that he thought the girl was older, typical predator line. But yeah, he's a real piece of work. He is. He has a brother as well who's just as bad as him. His brother was involved in a sting operation by the police, and he was arrested after, again, the same type of thing, going after an underage girl when it was actually a policewoman posing as the young girl. And when he got to, I think it was a hotel he went to, he was arrested and brought in. So yeah, they both seem quite similar, the brothers. He rings his mother a lot as well to try bail him out. He's married. This is his wife, who he's been married to for 15 years. Yeah, she's 5 years older than him. Rania, I think she's called. I think that's how you pronounce it. But apparently he always wanted a Muslim bride, but after like a few months of marriage, he started cheating on her because he wasn't satisfied with just one woman, which he just seems like the type that would, doesn't he? I don't know how he managed to find women to cheat on him, but he was. Do you remember the Madison? Is that how you say it? Ashley Madison, when that was hacked? Well, of course, his name was one of the ones that came out. Obviously, he's supposedly on multiple sites meeting women, and after the Ashley Madison was hacked, they've showed some of the messages that he'd sent to women. And there is another one that I can't find where he says that he doesn't like white women because all they want is his money, which apparently he doesn't have a lot of anyway because he rings his mother for bail. But yeah, and he's asking to get the keys to a private showcase. Never been on Ashley Madison. I'm just assuming that's probably more pictures, something like that. And then he was arrested again recently, but this time it wasn't for his usual faking to be a police officer.
Man previously accused of impersonating police officers was just arrested again. And
he was arrested. This is his girlfriend. She's called Jennifer. She's as mad as a box of frogs as well. He was arrested for assaulting her. Apparently there was something to do with a car door or something, and she thought her foot was broken, and then she later retracted a statement and says that the police made her put the statement out there. But yeah, so he's been arrested a couple of times for domestic violence as well. This was him in court. She retracted a statement anyway, but he was bonded out again, and the bonds, all his other bonds were read out, and there was like 7 or 8 of them from faking a police officer that is still out on bond. How he got out again, he was in jail about 5 or 6 days for this one. So he's not allowed to go near Jennifer. Jennifer also works for him. She's very vindictive as well. There's a lot of footage on Real World Police of her. She's constantly like trying to blackmail him with things, so they kind of suit each other. They're both absolutely insane. So he's been bonded out now. She's lost a job because she obviously can't go because he's not allowed to be near her. So I don't know when the court case is going to be. I'll try find that out. And but he seems to get away with everything every time. Hopefully, sometime soon, one of these cases will stick against him, because he's a horrible human being. Not a nice guy whatsoever. So guys, I hope you're all having a nice weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.